Hello everybody and welcome back to the CLEN channel. We play a game and talk about anything MMA related, and today I have a really fun hypothetical for you. I've been thinking about this myself a little bit. What is the most tough division if you were to join the UFC? It's gotta be, everybody would unanimously agree, it's between lightweight and bantamweight. And for me personally, I think that bantamweight is way above lightweight. I think it's by far the hardest division in the UFC. No matter what you think, that's not the hypothetical. Like, it's not, I'm not talking about what is the hardest division. I'm just saying I think it's the bantamweight division. Now, let's take what a lot of people consider to be the greatest of all time, Khabib Nurmagomedov. And I understand people think John Jones, people think GSP, and I might make a video talking about them too. What if, hypothetically, again, this is just totally for fun, this video, right? I know there's no way to for sure know, but what if Khabib was 135 pounds? What if he fought that division, not the size that he is? What if he was just like naturally, he had all the same skill, the same strength, everything, except he was a 135 pounder. He was just a little bit smaller than he is. How well would he do? Would he still be dominant? I have the rankings up here right now, and I want to take a look at each fighter and see stylistically, again, this is the last time I'm going to say it. This is totally just for fun, and I'd love to hear what you guys think afterwards. I'm going to go through each fighter and be like, not every single fighter, but like who it would be a really fun matchup to see Khabib fight and how that fight would go. Again, assuming that they're the same size is the problem with the pound for pound ranks, right? Of course, we can never know. And ultimately, I do think Khabib would still find a way to win no matter what. Now, champion, Aljamain Sterling, amazing grappler. That's how he wins his fights, is by grappling, because his stand-up and cardio, I know he's the champion, but you've watched Aljamain Sterling fight before, right? I think Khabib would actually steamroll Aljamain Sterling, again, assuming they're the same size. Right now, where it gets interesting is Petr Yan and TJ Dillashaw. TJ Dillashaw and Petr Yan both offer an amazing all-around skill set. Against Petr Yan, I feel like Yan, there's always the potential for him to catch him, especially with the power that he possesses, right, and the technique that he possesses. He could always catch Khabib right on that chin, but Khabib has shown to have, like, an amazing chin throughout his career, right? So I think he'd get over Yan. TJ Dillashaw, though, especially EPO-Shaw, or whatever you want to call him, Juice-Shaw, there's a lot of names. The CEO of EPO, the real CEO of EPO, TJ Dillashaw. I actually do like his chances against Khabib. I still think, ultimately, like I said, I think Khabib will be able to get over him because he's just gotten over everybody, right? But TJ has that technique, and he has that wrestling defense. He has, obviously, no matter what, no matter how good someone's wrestling defense is, I think it won't matter against Khabib. But DJ Dillashaw, I actually really do like the way he fights again. I like the matchup idea, but anyone against TJ Dillashaw, I honestly think TJ is going to steamroll Aljamain Sterling. Maybe I'm just a little bit too hyped up on him. Maybe it's just because I followed his career for too long and I'm a little bit too hyped up on TJ Dillashaw. So I'd love to know what you think about that one down below. Jose Aldo, though, that guy's out of resurgence, and that guy has proven that he can beat anyone on any given night. So that one, I would still, again, pick Khabib. But Jose Aldo, he can offer some leg kicks and some body shots. Maybe when Khabib's shooting, he could throw some knees or chop the legs. I feel like he could offer a little bit of opposition when fighting Khabib Nurmagomedov, and I think that'd be a really interesting fight. Now, Cory Sandhagen, I feel like he would just be able to get him down. But again, Cory Sandhagen, man, this whole division, this entire division is fantastic. Now, moving on, like Cory Sandhagen, Marlon Vera, most of the rest of the guys, like Pedro Munoz, except Pedro Munoz has those crazy leg kicks, right? Frankie Edgar, Sean O'Malley, the rest of them, maybe Umar Nurmagomedov would be able to give him a good fight, actually, with his credentials. That guy's been steamrolling everybody so far. It looks great. Now, the only other fighter, and this one, it's because of his age, right? It's Dominick Cruz. His footwork might be able to get around Khabib. And that's the same thing with Dillashaw that I didn't touch. Both those guys have absolutely incredible footwork. Could you imagine Khabib just like trying to get in, being the aggressor, right? And then Cruz is doing that weird switch step. And when you fight Dominick Cruz, you have never fought anyone like Dominick Cruz. And he's like always there and you're always missing. Now, he usually avoids strikes, but I feel like it would work well in avoiding the wrestling. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think both TJ and Dominick Cruz, because of their footwork, and TJ has fantastic wrestling defense and fantastic wrestling. So does Cruz, but like he hasn't used it as much. I think those two would be the most likely to be able to beat Khabib Nurmagomedov, because especially Cruz could outpoint him. But then again, like I said in this video, this is all hypothetical, right? We picked against Khabib a lot in his career. A lot of people thought Conor McGregor would be able to knock him out in the first fight. I picked against him with Dustin Poirier, although I was like, maybe Khabib could get over him, but Dustin Poirier I thought would be like way too powerful for him. He would catch him, and Dustin Poirier has that dog in him to always fight. Khabib got over him, got over Gaethje, absorbed the leg kicks, everything that Gaethje threw, and the power that Gaethje hit. And he's even like, I've never been kicked that hard in my life, but Jose Aldo's leg kicks are kind of like on another level, right? Regardless, no matter what we pick against Khabib and no matter who he fought, he always came out not just with a win, he came out completely dominant. And ultimately, if he was a 135 pounder, I feel like he would still steamroll the whole division. But I think it'd be a really, really fun matchup to see him against TJ and Dominick Cruz in particular. I know Dominick Cruz is up there in age now, but like, especially a prime Dominick Cruz. Could you imagine? That would be a fantastic fight. That would have been a lot of fun to see if Khabib could hang with the 135 pounders. I think he can personally, but guys, I would love to know what you think down below. Thank you so much for watching this video.